Insert the symbol less than, equal to, or greater than between the two fractions to create a true statement. Support your answer by finding the least common denominator, converting to decimals, or using the technique of same numerator. Fraction bars cannot be your justification. So we have to choose the appropriate symbol, and then it says we have to show work to support our answer. So let's make sure we do everything that we're supposed to do here. First, we're going to make sure we choose one of those appropriate symbols, and we're going to make sure we show our work in one of these three methods: least common denominator, converting to decimals, or using the technique of the same numerator. For part A, I am going to use the least common denominator. So I'm going to find the LCD. This is going to be a little bit cleaner than converting to decimals. And I'm also going to choose to do this instead of finding the technique of the same numerator, even though I could do the same numerator. Either one would give me the correct answer. All right, so I want to find the lowest common denominator, which means I need to find the least common multiple of the numbers 6 and 9. So first, let's start a list of all the multiples of 6. So the first few multiples of 6 are 6, 12, 18, and 24. Now I'm also going to make a list of the first few multiples of the number 9. 9, 18, 27. Now, I didn't have to go much further because I can already see that both lists contain the number 18. So that means the lowest common denominator for these two fractions is going to be 18. So what we need to do is we need to rewrite each fraction as an equivalent fraction with a denominator of 18. Now, I have the fraction 5, 6. I need to determine the number that I have to multiply the numerator and the denominator by in order to turn the fraction into an equivalent fraction with a denominator of 18. So let's go back to our list of multiples. 6 times 1 gave me 6, times 2 gave me 12, and times 3 gave me 18. So that means I need to multiply the numerator and denominator of 5, 6 by 3. So I'm going to multiply the fraction by 3 over 3, which gives me an equivalent fraction of 15/18. Now I'm going to do the same for 7/9. I need to figure out how many times I have to multiply the numerator and denominator by in order to turn the denominator into an 18. Well, it was only 2 times for the list of the multiples of 9. So I'm going to multiply the fraction 7/9 by 2 over 2 to get 14 over 18. So I can see here that 15 copies of 1/18 is going to be larger than 14 copies of 1/18. So by using the method of finding the lowest common denominator, I was able to determine that 15/18 is greater than 14/18. Now, 15/18 was equivalent to 5/6. 14/18 was equivalent to 7/9. So that means 5/6 is greater than 7/9.